Good morning, students. How are you? I hope all are safe. Stay at home and follow COVID rules. That's must and should. So, my name is Gurumadevi, Social CRT, KGBV, koduru YSR Kadapa district. Students, in previous class, we discussed so many information very important and very useful information we gather in the previous class like the natural realms, the introduction of natural realms. How many natural realms? Four natural realms: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, biosphere. In briefly, after we are also discussed first order, second order, and third order landforms are also. After Jigsaw Puzzle, how to the flats movement, sea flooring spreading, and volcanoes. Sea floor spreading, how to form the sea floor spread, and how to form the volcanoes, which one are important volcanoes in the world. These all are discussed in previous class. But today we discuss remaining chapter. How to form the third order landforms. How to form the third order landforms. You have energy. How it express. You have energy. How it express. We carried weight things and push the weight things. We feel have energy. Anytime you expect the air and water have energy. Yes, the air and water have energy, lot of energy. How it's proved? Already the air and water form so many shapes on the earth's surface with the help of the process. What are the process? Weathering, erosion, transportation, deposition. Weathering, erosion, transportation, deposition. This is the formation of the air and water shapes of process. Let's we discuss this process. Students, weathering means rocks when exposed to heat expand and contract when cooled down. This happens every day during day and night and through year after year in summer and winter season as surface rock contract and expand and contracts again. It gradually became brightly and begins of breakdown. Water and moisture in the air also help this process. So, in this process, by which the rocks are weakened unbroken are called weathering. Next one, erosion. Erosion means cutting. Erosion means cutting. Next one, transportation. Transportation means it it move one place to another place. It move one place to another place. Next one, deposit. Deposition. Deposition means you carrying some of things put on one place. Next one, work of water. Next topic, work of water. Students, already we discussed the water have energy. The water have energy. How it will erode, transport and deposit rock and minerals. Water works many ways. Water works as a erosion. Water also act as cut or cutter. It will cut certain things like mountains. How it possible? For example, you take a river. For example, you observe in hilly area in rainy season, it is coming from very height when even water comes between two mountains. Because of water force, visible valleys will process broken and the valley erode the hills. The water is coming with very force. It will fall visible valley and cut the mountains. Next one, gorges. Next one, gorges. The rocks are very hard. The river cut very narrow valley called as Gorges. Once again, I repeat, the rocks are very hard. The river cut very narrow valley is called as gorges. From top to bottom, it will be straight, but the valley is wide in the bottom and narrow in the bottom. But the gorges are simply you can tell equal in top and bottom. For example, Bison Gorge it is located in AP. Indus Gorges it is located in Kashmir. Another shape Grand Canyon. So, Grand Canyon of Colorado, located in USA. It is biggest canyon in the world. It's 456 kilometers in length, 1.6 kilometers of deep, and 188 meters width. 188 meters to 29 kilometers its width. What is canyon? Canyon is a large, deep, narrow valley with, with steep cliff. This called Grand Canyon. Canyon in wide in the top than the bottom. The water also form pools. Waterfall are coming from highest the great force slowly it the cavities will become bigger because of the force of the water. Here the land or stones become weak and these stones will be eroded by water. Finally it will become as a pool. It is called a plug pool. Next, other shape floodplains. During rainy season, big rainfall occurred like 4 days or 5 days. It's continuously. Rain will occur. The river will be overflowing. When even the flow occurs, certain dust particles will deposited. Sometimes a river may overflow or loose water will come mud, dust particles, clay completely deposit here. So this deposited particular called as floodplain. For example, Krishna and Godavari plains and Ganga plains. These Godavari, Krishna and Ganga. These three rivers are form the floodplains. Krishna Godavari Krishna Godavari is the South Indian rivers. Ganga is the North Indian river. Next, another shape, Oxbow Lake. Oxbow Lake. When even the river started on one point and move to some other places. In the starting point, spread will be more. The velocity of water will be more. It has lot of force. The river has lot of force. Whenever the rocks hit the heat rock, it will turn the shape like snake. This snake shape called as windrows or oxbow lakes. From the starting of the river, the force of the water in high crossing so many places, the water force will reduce and it will deposit some clay stone in the places. After 2 or 3 hours, the water again want to travel in the same way. Due to this deposition, water cannot travel in that way. Then it will turn to other side. So whatever remaining part which has deposition is called lake. Next one, delta. Let's see how delta form. Whenever the river reach the sea, the river deposit some material. Next year, the river will change the position. Due to deposition, it will divide into plate, two parts. In middle, the triangle shape is called delta. The largest delta in the world, Sundarban Delta. In this delta is located in West Bengal in our country. Next one, our AP also have deltas, Krishna Delta and Godavari Delta. Next, another one, the work of glacier. The work of glacier. Glacier means snow. Glacier means snow river. In the Himalayas, snow ice accumulated and will become very when heated. Whenever heat increase slowly, the ice will melted and will become water. This water will become river. For example, Indus, Ganga river. These rivers are form glaciers of water. When Whenever ice melt into water, through the water, iceberg also move. So, slow movement of mass of ice is called glaciers. The glaciers moves because of gravity. The glaciers move slowly, it will erode. A glacier erodes through a process called flocking, flocking, in which it lifts pieces of rock and transports them. These pieces of rock and the moving ice together act like a sandpaper on the surface of the rock over which they flow. Just as a sandpaper removes small particles of the wood, the glacier acts as an abrasive and erodes the bedrock. Through this dual process of flocking and the erosion, the glacier creates a U-shaped valleys. U-shaped valleys. Once again, I repeat work of water and work of glacier. Due to the work of water and the work of glacier are formed so many third order like so many third order landforms like V-shaped valleys are formed, gorges will be formed, canyon will form, flood pools are formed due to the work of water. And floodplains are also formed, oxbow lakes are also formed, deltas are also formed. Students, వర్క్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ ద్వారా సో మెనీ థర్డ్ ఆర్డర్ ల్యాండ్ ఫామ్స్ ఏర్పడతాయి. అందులో వి షేప్ లోయలు, గార్జెస్, క్యానియన్, ఫ్లడ్ పూల్స్, డెల్టాస్, ఆక్స్బో లేక్స్. సో ఇలాంటివన్నీ కూడా వర్క్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ ద్వారా ఏర్పడతాయి. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, when even the glaciers moved one place to another place. The glaciers moved to one place to another place. The glaciers erode the rocks. These we called as plucking. When even they are moved one place to another place. Gravels, sediments they bring along with them. Finally, the gravel sediment stones they deposit some places. So, the deposition by the glacier we unusually called moraines. Moraine means U-shaped values. Next, the other topic, work of waves. So students, the waves are also have energy. Where you see waves, if any time you see the waves, all of you see the waves. Where in cinemas and TVs, some persons are seen indirectly. The erosion and deposition of seas by the acute waves given rise to coastal landforms. So the coastal landforms, how to form the coastal landforms? The coastal landforms form are by the erosion and deposition by the sea waves. So, sea waves act as erosion, sea waves act as deposition. Due to these landforms, here the coastal area will form. Students, can you give any example about sea wave forms? Students, sea wave form shapes you see the so many cinemas, but we don't know that one is the form of sea waves. So which one are called the form of sea waves? I tell you. First of all, sea caves, sea arches, stacks, cliffs. Sea caves, sea arches, stacks, cliffs. These all called coastal. These all are found in coastal area. Students, we discuss one by one. First of all, sea caves. In these sea caves, in a rock, sometimes very big waves come and stick to the rock. Very big waves come and stick to the rock. The sea waves continuously stick to the rock. So weathering will happen. What in weathering? The weathering means breaking. The weathering means breaking. The weathering means breaking of the stone in the pieces. When the stone break here, one small hole like caves. or for sea caves. సో సముద్రాలలో కూడా సముద్రాల దగ్గర కూడా గుహలు ఉంటాయి. సో సముద్రాల్లో ఎలా గుహలు ఉంటాయి? సముద్రాలలో గుహలు ఉండవు. సముద్రాల దగ్గర ఉన్నటువంటి పెద్ద పెద్ద రాళ్ళను ప్రతినిత్యం ఆ వేవ్స్, ఆ అలలు వచ్చి వెరీ ఎనర్జీతో అట్లా బీట్ చేయడం వల్ల అది ప్రాసెస్ అనేది కంటిన్యూగా జరగడం వల్ల అక్కడ ఒక పెద్ద రంధ్రం అనేది ఏర్పడుతుంది. అదే అది పోను 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 ఒక గుహలాగా ఏర్పడుతుంది. The sea waves further become bigger and bigger. It will become arch. The arch means we can see this slide because of sea waves continuously. One part of arch will eroded. Vertically roll will be appear. It's called stacks. Next one, cliffs. Cliffs mean steep rocky coastal rising vertically above the sea water. It is called as cliffs. Next one, cave and base. Cave. Cave is a headland, the cutting into the sea rock. Next one, what is the bay? Do you know Bay of Bengal? So the east boundary of India. So the bay is unusually called Bay of Bengal. Bay in parallel enclosed with land and width mouthed release in the coast. Next one, beaches. Students, you know the beaches? Anybody you went to beaches? Yes, you know the beach. So we are all know about the beach. What is the famous beach in our state? Do you know which one are the famous beach in our state? So RK Beach. RK Beach is the famous beach in our state. How the beach will form? How the beach will form? The beaches unusually form the sea waves. The sea waves deposit the sediments along the shore that we call the beach. స్టూడెంట్స్ మనమంతా బీచెస్ చూసినాం. డైరెక్ట్గా చూడకపోయినా సినిమాలలో, చాలా సినిమాలలో మనం బీచెస్ చూసినాం. అయితే మన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో ఫేమస్ బీచ్ ఏదో తెలిసిన ఆర్కే బీచ్. ఆర్కే బీచ్ ఈజ్ ద ఫేమస్ ఇన్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్. అయితే ఈ బీచెస్ ఎలా ఏర్పడుతుంది? సో ఈ అలలు ప్రతినిత్యం అలా తీరానికి వస్తున్నప్పుడు అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి ఇసుకను తీసుకొని వచ్చి పొలాగా అట్లా పేర్చుకుంటూ ఒక బీచ్ ఇసుక మైదానం లాగా ఏర్పాటు చేస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ అనదర్ టాపిక్, వర్క్ ఆఫ్ విండ్. Wind means air. So already we discussed the air have energy. Wind also act as a erosion material. So wind is dominate agent of atmosphere. Wind is dominate agent of atmosphere. Wind is dominate the air. A number of desert will form. Students, do you know desert? How is feel in desert? Oh, the desert is very heat. There is high temperature. There is low rainfall. Here, 1/5 of land was made of with desert. The desert are two types. One is the cold desert and second one is the hot desert. One is the cold desert and second is the hot desert. Do you know cold desert in our country? So Jammu Kashmir. Do you know hot desert are also located in our country? Where? Rajasthan. So Rajasthan is located hot desert. Do you know the name of in our Indian desert? Thar desert. Thar desert is the hot desert in India. So some of desert are also hot. Hot desert are also rocky desert, stone desert, and sandy desert. Students, do you know which one is the largest desert in world? Do you know which one, ma? Sahara Desert. So Sahara Desert is the hot desert. Where is located? It's located Africa. It's located Africa. Do you know the largest cool desert also? Where is it located? So the world largest cool desert is located Russia. Russia. Which one is name? Siberia. Siberia is the cool desert. In the desert also, the wind will play very crucial role in the making of creation landforms. Strong wind carry the sand and fine soil which they strike a rock. When sand hit the rock, it will act as sandpaper. Slowly, the rock will be eroded. So, the rock size will be decreased. The lower part of the rock eroded by the wind, it will form as mushroom rocks. Students, సో వర్క్ ఆఫ్ విండ్ ఎక్కడ ఎక్కువగా జరుగుతుందంటే ఎడారి ప్రాంతంలో. సో ఎడారి ప్రాంతంలో వర్క్ ఆఫ్ విండ్ అనేది ఎక్కువగా జరుగుతుంది. అయితే ఆ డెజర్ట్ ఎన్ని రకాలో తెలిసిన రెండు రకాలు. ఒకటి అత్యంత ఉష్ణోగ్రత ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నటువంటి డెజర్ట్, ఇంకొకటి చాలా చల్లగా ఉన్నటువంటి డెజర్ట్. అత్యంత ఉష్ణోగ్రత ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నటువంటి డెజర్ట్ ఏదో తెలిసిన సహారా డెజర్ట్. ఇది ఎక్కడ ఉంది? మన ప్రపంచంలోనే అతిపెద్ద డెజర్ట్ వచ్చేసి సహారా డెజర్ట్. ఇది వచ్చేసి ఆఫ్రికా ఖండంలో ఉంది. అదేవిధంగా అత్యంత చల్లదనం ఉన్నటువంటి డెజర్ట్ కూడా ఉంది. అది ఎక్కడుందో తెలిసిన సైబీరియా. ఇది ఎక్కడుందంటే రష్యాలో ఉంది. స్టూడెంట్స్, ఎడార్లు కూడా తమ వంతు పాత్రను పోషిస్తాయి. ఇందులో థర్డ్ ఆర్డర్ ల్యాండ్ ఫామ్స్ని ఏర్పాటు చేయడంలో తన వంతు పాత్రను పోషిస్తాయి. అలాగా ఆ ఎడారిలో ఉన్నటువంటి ఇసుకను అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి పెద్ద రాళ్ళపైన ప్రతినిత్యం ఇలా కొట్టడం వల్ల ఆ అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి పెద్ద రాయి కాస్త ఎలా ఏర్పడుతుంది? మష్రూమ్ రాక్ లాగా ఏర్పడుతుంది. మష్రూమ్ రాక్ అంటే తెలిసిన పుట్టగొడుగు ఆకారంలో ఏర్పడుతుంది. పుట్టగొడుగు ఆకారంలో ఏర్పడుతుంది. అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి స్లైడ్స్ చూడండి మా. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, inselberg. Inselberg is called another name island mountains. Island mountains. These mountains are isolated mountains. Isolated mountains. Students, next another topic, sand dunes. Sand dunes. Due to weathering, a large accumulated fine sand in many deserts. Large amount of sand is called as desert. Large amount of sand is called as desert. There are number of shapes are there for desert. In the desert are also very fine dust below behind to neighboring places. Very smooth dust deposit the neighboring places. It is in yellow color. It is called loose plains. Loose plains. So loose plains. Loose is in fine loam, rich in lime. The plains formed by the deposition of loose are called loose plains. So, students, మన ఎడార్లలో చాలా చాలా కాలం నిరంతరం గాలి చర్యల వల్ల ఇసుక పోగు చేయబడుతుంది. అది ఎలా కనపడుతుంది అంటే ఇసుక తిప్పల్లాగా కనపడుతుంది. అంతేకాకుండా కొన్ని కొన్ని చోట్ల ఇసుక చాలా వదులుగా ఉంటుంది. సో ఎలా చూడొచ్చు? మనమైతే ఎడారిలోకి పోయి ఆ వదులుగా ఉన్న ఇసుకను చూడలేము. కానీ కొన్ని సినిమాలలో ఎడారులను కూడా లొకేట్ చేస్తారు. అలా అక్కడ మనము వదులుగా ఉన్నటువంటి ఇసుక మైదానాలను, లోయస్ మైదానాలను చూడవచ్చు. The impact of biosphere on lithosphere. In what ways do you think vegetation, trees, plants, and grass affect rocks? They contribute to the weathering of rocks by driving roots into the fine cracks or holes in the rocks. They also enable water and moisture to enter into the rocks, which further enable weathering. On the other hand, the plants or grass cover on soil prevent easy and transportation of soil by wind or water. At the same, the human beings are also, especially after the Industrial Revolution, have had a major role in transportation the crust on which we live. So students, ప్రస్తుతం ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ శిలావరణాన్ని వృక్షాలు, గడ్డి అన్నీ కూడా తమ వేర్ల ద్వారా నేలలోకి చొచ్చుకొని పోయి ఆ భూమి యొక్క ఉపరితలాన్ని చీల్చేస్తుంది. సో అదేవిధంగా మానవ చర్య వల్ల కూడా శిలావరణం దెబ్బతింటుంది. ఎలాగంటే పారిశ్రామిక విప్లవం వచ్చిన తర్వాత అనేక రకాల పరిశ్రమలను ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. అదేవిధంగా మనం ఎక్కువగా వాహనాలను ఉపయోగించడం వల్ల అవి విడుదల చేసేటువంటి గ్యాసెస్ వల్ల, తర్వాత మనం ఉపయోగించేటువంటి అనేక రకాలమైన ప్లాస్టిక్, తర్వాత రసాయనిక ఎరువుల ద్వారా మనము శిలావరణాన్ని కలుషితం చేస్తున్నాము. సో ప్లీజ్ ప్రొటెక్ట్ అవర్ lithosphere.